Welcome lads, today we'll be discussing Ferguson PLC, a massive player in the game of heating, plumbing and cooling infrastructure, along with just lots and lots of other things. As you can see, they do residential trade, building and remodel, they do waterworks, HVAC, industrial fire and fabrication and plenty more. Now the thing about this company is I did not recognise it at all, and there's a reason for that, because in 2017 they actually merged with, I'll show you the one I was more familiar with, which is Wolseley. I hope that's how I pronounce it right, but they are a leading plumbing, heating and cooling trade specialist in the UK. I would have seen it quite a bit if I ever went into a trade store. Burden Civils, Fusion Utilities, William Wilson, they had managed services, Bassett's, a plumbing merchants, which I also across Northern Ireland, so I would have been familiar with them, and then a few other brands. Now, they actually merged with Ferguson back in 2017. Ferguson was the bigger US side of things, and to reflect that, they have changed their entire name to Ferguson. So there you go. That's the more you know. Let's jump over to their investor side. I will have this linked in a pinned comment below for you, lads. Every bit of information you could ever need to know about this company, all in one convenient place. Some of it can be a bit overwhelming, so if you are overwhelmed, do never hesitate to go onto YouTube and look up. You'll get lots of people deep diving the financial results of companies such as Ferguson here, so always something good to keep in mind. London, on the London Stock Exchange, it's currently listed for 9,012 sterling or pence. So that's £90, approximately $109 in comparison. Listed also on the New York Stock Exchange. So for our friends across the water, you can invest in either. Let's have a nosy here. Financial performance. You can have a look at their annual reports, shareholder center, financial calendars, useful things to know. Let's jump on over to their stock price. Ferguson PLC. Listed on the London Stock Exchange with the ticker symbol FERG. Now, as per mentioned, they're about 90 sterling, $109. Now, looking at them here, they have had a bit of a disaster like most companies in the run-up to COVID in March 2020, and they had a bit of a meteoric rise all the way to December of 2021. And then a bit of a decline recently. Now, it says here there is no dividend yield, but don't be worrying. They do have a dividend yield of roughly 2.2%. Let's have another wee nosy over here. Yes, Ferguson Enterprises, Wolseley PLC changed its name in March 2017 to reflect the primacy of its operations in the United States. CEO Kevin Murphy. I won't be discussing what Kevin Murphy has for breakfast. I'll leave other channels to do that. I do always admire the channels that really dive into everything about the CEO and all. It is an important aspect. You want to know who is at the helm of their company, but I won't be doing this in this video. Founded in 1887, it has 31,000 employees with a revenue of $22 billion, headquartered in Wokingham in the United Kingdom. Let's bounce on over to one of my favourite websites for having a look into the Dividend, Dividend Max. It will be linked in the pinned comment below, lads, if any of you want to see. I don't make any money off affiliate links or anything like that. It's all free information, just pointing you all in the right direction. If it's something you want to invest in, or if it's something none of this is financial advice, by the way, but I'm just hopefully pointing you in the right direction. Now, if you'd one share, they paid out a previous payment of 64 pence. £64 if you actually had 100 shares. Let's see. Dividend yield 2.4%. Well, they went ex-dividend in the 24th of March, and then they're going to go ex-dividend on the 27th of October, leading me to believe that they pay... Is that quarterly? Oh no, that was a special one. Final. Let's see their annual dividends. So, do you know what? They've had... It seems to be a decent dividend growth stock. Although... saying decent and dividend and growth stock without any more data than 3 years is, it's definitely worth looking into. That's all I'm going to say, You must always have knowledge of a company if you ever choose to invest in it. Never blindly invest into a company. That's the only advice I will throw out, and that's perfectly free for everyone to know. If you have no idea what you're doing, it's probably best that you stop or you look a bit deeper into it yourself. So let's jump over to Trading 212, the platform I use. I'm on the free practice account just to have a wee nosy at Ferguson stock here. So as you can see, distributor of plumbing and heating equipment to professional contractors, so it's more of a trade company, to the US and Canada. Its US business includes residential showrooms, e-business, heating, ventilation and air conditioning, fire and fabrication, waterworks and industrial. Right. And there are many other things. They're in capital goods and their industry is miscellaneous capital goods. So sometimes Trading 212 isn't fully exact. I don't know what miscellaneous capital goods are, but at least we know what they do. So market cap 23 billion, a PE ratio of 14.88, and a revenue of 22 billion. Dividend yield 2.28%, so close to the 2.4% dividend max, so roughly an average of the two. Revenue, let's see, it went a wee bit down due to COVID, or well, I say due to COVID, probably due to COVID, speculation there. And then profit margin they operate on a 6.62%. Total assets seems to have went up recently, as has total liabilities. And their cash flow, again, decent enough. Wow, that was over 2 billion in finance in 2021. See, these are things that you definitely should do a deeper dive into. Just to understand maybe why that happened. You know, I'm sure it's easy enough. Let's see if I actually click the cash flow. Does it give me any more information than that? Retirement of debt. It paid out over $1 billion in dividends there. Wow, in 2021. So yes, dividends, payments. You love to see dividends roll in. But yes, lads, thank you so much for watching. That is Ferguson. That is Wolseley done and dusted and dealt with. Yeah, pretty much. If you want to see any other companies, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. I will be moving on to do a lot more UK dividend stocks before moving on to US ones and maybe into some European. Never know. Have to see how it goes. Be sure to subscribe if you want to join along on the journey. And yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Have a good day and I'll see you later.